there, YouTube land, and welcome back to the Small Workshop Adventures. Just a bit of housekeeping as we get started. Please like and subscribe, click the thumbs up button. It's really appreciated if you do that, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. So, what are we doing today? You ask. Well, it's a nice little home project. Who has those little home projects? I'm sure you've got a list, or somebody's made you a list where you've got to keep going. Have you done that job yet? I hear the voice saying, I'm on it, I'm getting on it right now. Well, this is one of those little home projects. I'm going to make a nice little shelving unit for toys for my grandchild. So she is going to, at the bottom of her bed, as she's getting older, she's accumulating more toys. And so she should. So I'm going to make some more storage space, just simply to store those toys and some of her books. So that's what this project is. So a nice little toy storage for children. So what's the materials then? Well, we're going to be using these laminated pine boards. I've got a few of them here. I've got a couple down there. So we're going to just basically, it's a really easy job, isn't it? It's a really nice, easy little project. Pine boards. I have in the past made probably thousands, into the thousands of pieces of furniture out of these pine boards, cutting them into all various components. But these are really handy. So if you're going to make something, it can be, I mean, it's simply shelving. That's one obviously use, but you can make an amazing amount of furniture with just having this as your main components. So a brilliant laminated pine boards. These are 2,400 millimeters, 2.4, and their width is 500 mil. So I've chosen the 500. That's the size I want. You can get them in 600. Can you get them any wider? I'm not sure, but these are 2.4. I think you can get them longer as well, but that suits me. I've got to cut down a little bit. I need it at 2,300 millimeters, so that's what I'm going to do first. So pine boards, and it's going to be pocket hole joinery. So a little pocket hole joinery. My pocket hole joinery, hang on a second. Here we are, pocket hole joinery. So we're going to use this nice little little device. I'm blowing the dust off. It's used a lot, isn't it? It's used a lot. Well, it's going to be used now, isn't it? It's there for when you need it. That's what tools are in workshops. You don't use them all the time, do you? But when you can just pull it off the shelf and go, I've got a tool for that. So let's get on with it. So here I am in my small workshop making things that are too big, that hardly fit. I've done that before, haven't I? So I've got me length, and it gets in, but I get around it. I make it happen. Where there's a will, there's a way. So yes, I'm just going to cut these. I've only got to cut a little bit off the end here. I want them at 2,300 mil, and this is 2.4. So I've got to cut 100 mil off the end there. So I've got to cut two of these, but it's going to be by 500. So yeah, it's going to take up quite a bit of room in here, but I love doing a dance around my various projects in here. Maybe I need to go on a diet. I'll slim down and then I could make even bigger things. Anyway, let's get on with it. So first job of the whole thing is to mark out 2,300, and I'm just going to cut the ends off of this. That will create the height of it's floor to ceiling basically. So just going to square that across. There we have it. Just check it is 2,300. All right. So measuring for the shelves, it's the whole unit is 500mm wide, so we mark there, and then we need to take off the two sides, which are 18mm each, so that's 36mm come back, so 10, 20, 36 will give us the right dimension for the overall unit to be 500mm wide. So 500 subtract 36 and that gives you where you need to cut. So we'll just square that across, and we've got to cut on a few shelves. Check the square, just double check it. Yep. And that is good. So we're just marking out where the shelves are going to go. Going to have a couple of really big ones at the bottom, big shelves for lots of big boxes of toys, and then we'll split it by thirds. So that up to the halfway point we're splitting in half, and this we're splitting it into thirds up the top, so just a bit smaller. Still big shelves, because toys aren't small, are they? Well, some of them are, I know, but the boxes they come in and everything. So we are splitting that 115. So let's mark the centre point, and then that is 18mm. So we want to be 9mm. There we go. Let's mark that at 9 underneath, and that'll be our line. Always the bottom of the shelf. Where's my square? There's my square. And we'll just put a couple of arrows to say we're going that way. So you can see I've marked a line with a little arrow that just tells me which side of the line the shelf needs to go. And there, and there, and going down. There we go. So we're going to now just do the pocket holes. So nice, easy. Got the jig there, just getting set up for it. Get the drills out of the way at the moment. So you just clamp it on the back, and you can see there it's ready to drill the pockets. So really nice, and I've just leveled it out. There's a nice bit of timber there just to make it so it stays flush. I've just put that on the bottom, and we have the drills. We have the pocket hole drill, just got the bit on the end, and the screwdriver. So we are set up there to actually make it happen. Let's do some drilling. So there we have the pockets, nice and easy, just 3 and 3 that side. So all I'm going to do is now drill the others, and then we'll get those ready. And we have a nice little stack of shelves, all with nice little pocket holes, and there is the pocket hole jig. Really nice little bit of kit. If you want to just do some easy shelving, easy units to make, put together, do it with pocket holes. Really quick and really simple, and you don't really see the screws unless you look underneath. Who looks underneath? Okay, I am just offering up one side of the panels to see what I've got to cut, and I've just got to cut round because it's absolutely made to measure. So I just need to cut around the skirting and cut round the radiator there. And then it will go in quite nicely, and probably cut round that windowsill just a little bit, just so it sits in. So we shall see. So we're in the position of where we're going to build it, and revising my plans, the best way to do this is to actually build it in situ. It'll be a much easier task than building it and then trying to maneuver it into place. So it's offering it up, and we're going to do some marking and some cutting. We have a nice little unit that's sitting in the corner there, perfectly made just by there. Now what I need to do is just secure it for safety to the wall. So I've got a couple of brackets. I need to just level it up and secure it to the wall, because little people do like to climb, and it needs to stay on the wall, and that would be a real safety hazard. So there we go, it's looking all right, it's getting there. And we're just going to fix it to the wall. The next bit of the project, we've got some bookshelves which I've cut. These are 8, it's about 7, 8, what is that? Yeah, 7.5 inches, so it'd probably be 7.5 inches by 18 mil. So that would come in at 7 by 1 or 8 by 1, I think. It's difficult to know actually. What would that be? Classed as 8 by 1, I think, but it's not actually 8. It's about 7.5 inches. Anyway, I'm doing imperial and metric at the same time, aren't I? See, I can multitask. What I've got to do is make the bracket. So I've got this 1 by 1. This was just 2 by 1, just normal 2 by 1, and I've had it ripped down the middle so to create something manageable. So some nice little brackets. So I'm just going to make some brackets that go with this. And that's the next part. So just measuring the components. I want them 5 by 6, 5 inches by 6 inches, and then I will do the 45 as well. So let's just cut these. So there's my nice little simple bracket. I've just cut the 45, the angle, and I'm just going to put that together, and then I'm going to make a number, a few of those. Nice simple little project. There we have the components, so nice and simple. Now it's just a case of putting them together. Nice little assembly shop. So just a little bit of glue, just a spot, and we're just going to screw that on. We're using 4 times 40, so 40mm screws. Helps if I put it around the right way, doesn't it? Just a really easy way to make some nice wooden brackets for, it's only bookshelves, so they don't need to be super tough. And now we're just going to put mark out for this piece here. Perfect, 8 little brackets, nice and easy. So there we have it, a nice, simple, but really effective little toy storage, bookshelves. It's absolutely bespoke, it's absolutely made to measure, and that's what you can do. It's made out of pine boards, so laminated pine boards, perfect for furniture and making all sorts of things. So great, so you can pick those up, and essentially you can make anything when you've got a load of pine boards. Great materials for all sorts of uses in furniture making or shelving or whatever. You cut it down to size. So there we have it. Nice little brackets, looking nice, and that's going to be filled up with toys very soon, I'm sure, and books and all sorts of things, and then it will fulfill its perfect purpose. So thanks for watching the Small Workshop Adventures. Please like and subscribe. It's down here somewhere. Please like and subscribe, and really appreciate that. Click the thumbs up button. It's always really appreciated if you click the thumbs up button, as it makes the difference, all the difference to the channel. So from me, Mark, at the Small Workshop Adventures, take care everybody. Bye.